The curtain rises to reveal a gigantic front page of Variety, announcing the opening of the first talking movie, The Jazz Singer. An enormous screen image of Al Jolson appears, singing. He finishes his song and utters the immortal words, "Folks, you ain't heard nothing yet." Jerry Hyland appears, mesmerized by the film.
Talking movie. This could be our once in a lifetime.
The crowd backstage at a seedy vaudeville house, 1927.
One light to number 10. Go light 10. Wake up for Christ's sake and turn on the light. Hey, Scotty, the dancing field threw up. Again? You better warn the Columbus Quartet. Columbus Quartet, 3 minutes. Coming. You're on early today. The dancing field threw up. Again? Our act is good. We're in our prime, but we're out in the crime. We're marching time, waiting in the wings. Hey, what town is this anyhow? You're on!
Stagehand vendors carrying scenery.
I've done the show. I work the lights. We move the set of weights until we hit the heights. We'll spend our nights waiting in the wings.
We'll tell the world what talent means, but our skill is hardly worth the hill of beans. Behind the scenes, waiting in the wings. We everyone can be our friends, can show the talent we got. Anonymity not for me. We bring our best, we make our buck. We call it great for best, we bring the real our luck. We will be strong, waiting in the wings.
A dressing room is revealed. George Lewis is seated at a makeup table, reading Variety and eating Indian nuts.
Crack.
May Daniels' head appears above a dressing screen.
5 minutes, please. Keep your pants on, Buster.
Oh, Buster's the doorman. I'm Buddy.
Well, keep your pants on, buddy. Hey, George, did you hear that? 5 minutes. Where the hell is Jerry?
I think he went to a movie.
Oh, again? That guy spends more time in the dark with Cedar Bear than with me.
I think he's with Al Jolson.
Terrific. Hook me up, George.
I'm reading, May.
No Variety, huh?
Uh-huh.
You know, one of these days you'll pick up a newspaper that's written in English, and you'll have to send out for an interpreter.
What do you mean? Variety's in English.
All right.
I mean, that's the show world news from different countries, but it's all in English.
I said all right.
May enters from behind the screen wearing a bear suit.
Come on, George, get dressed.
Relax, May. Have some Indian nuts. They're really good. Crack.
George, I'm really glad you like those Indian nuts. Because if Jerry doesn't get us another booking soon, you may have to live on them.
Go on, May. Nobody could live on Indian nuts. There's not that much to them. Look, crack. That's all they are.
George, don't you ought to be able to get this. After next week, we're out of work. And the bank book says there's just $128 left. Now, how long do you think that 3 people can live on that?
You're just blue, May.
Oh, May's just tired. 4 years on the road, 3 shows a day, 2 big digs in 1 horse town. I've had it. The automat don't spell home to me.
I love the automatic. They have Jell-O.
George, don't you want to do anything else all your life but knock about all over the map as a small-time vaudeville actor?
No.
Well, let's settle that.
3 minutes, me over there.
All right already. Where's Jerry? We're a trio.
Hey, Jerry wouldn't let us down. He loves you.
Yeah, well, if he loves me so much, where the hell is he?
You really love him, right?
It must be love between us two, 'cause only love could put me through what I go through. For you know who, waiting in the wings. But we deserve a better deal. Whoever thought we'd open for a goddamn steal? Think how I feel, waiting in the wings. I've had my fill of vaudeville. I want to put down some roots. No more traveling suits me fine. So in those days, I do believe each person has a way he can sing.
You're on, sweet little bit. There are only two of us. Well, you're the cool little bit. Now get out there.
First travel bar behind Main George suggested they are on stage.
Three little bears grew up for a lark together. How to enjoy a game of cards together. How many baskets of goodies have we? One, two. Such homesick brewing, ready for pouring as quick as can be. One, two, three.
Ron Face and Jerry, waiting in the dressing room. May, honey!
Don't you say, honey, where the hell have you been?
I just saw history being made. I just heard the opening of Doble's new picture, The Jazz Singer.
You went to the movie.
Well, no, you don't understand. It's a new machine, the Vitaphone. The Vitaphone makes pictures talk. You can read about it in my Variety. Movies.
What are you talking about?
Talking movies.
You know what you're talking about.
This could be our once-in-a-lifetime chance.
Here we go again.
May, the Vitaphone is going to revolutionize the entire motion picture industry. They won't know which way to turn. And somebody with brains and sense enough to use them is going to get into big dough.
You mean there's gold in their hills?
Yeah. Gotta go west today. Here is the chance of a lifetime, don't throw it away. Hit the road to Hollywood. There's a gold mine in the silver stream. Gotta go west after fortune and fame. Gotta make time, gotta get there, take out a claim. There's no time for back to glance. Come on, take your chances, come on, May. Gotta go west and the rest will come our way.
What are we going to do out there? Act or what?
Acting with small potatoes. Who knows what we'll do? Direct, give orders, tell them how to do things. Teach!
Teach?
Yeah, that's it, teach. Most of those bozos haven't ever talked on a stage. They've never spoken a line before. The talkies have a problem, and I'll tell you what the menace is. The movie stars with rotten speech are slow to talkie's genesis. And someone's got to polish their speech. So we gotta go west and teach. Go to school of elocution and voice culture. What's elocution?
Shut up, George. I went to one of those schools once. Maybe we could teach. No.
There's going to be a gold rush like this country's never seen before, and we'll catch in by coaching stars who never talked on screen before. Our vaudeville days are over at last, so we gotta go west.
Well, what about the act?
Well, now don't yell, May. I sold it.
What?
Sold the act? For 500 big ones. Sold the act? Yeah. So there's no going back now. Gotta go west and gotta go after the good life, the sun and the moon. Swimming pools and limousines, everybody's hand. Let me lead you to the promised land. Gotta go west where the living is high. We get it slow like a comet, it'll light up the sky. Run with your imagination. destination. Stop your hesitation, say okay. Gotta go west and the rest will come our way. Everyone dance. Gotta go west and the rest will come our way.
Jerry and George exit, leaving May alone.
His crazy dreams will never cease, so just in case he starts to chase the golden fleece, I always keep a pass valise waiting in the wings.
Fourth quarter center, wheeling May's luggage.
And again, it's criminal what women all do for men. Don't try to get we're on our way.
Next into the Pullman car is route to Los Angeles. Our heroes have been on the train for days and days. May is trying to study a book on elocution, Jerry is doing a crossword puzzle, and George is eating nuts and reading Variety.
My God. Wouldn't you think the railroad could have put a couple of mountains in here somewhere? It's so flat.
What's a four-letter word for actor?
Dope. I'm sick of looking at wheat and corn and cactus. And those nuts cracking are beginning to sound like cannons going off.
Oh, I didn't know they were bothering you, May.
I was keeping it a secret. To teachers is the culture of the human voice. Oh, this dust is about an inch thick on me. Oh, Porter, where are we now? Pretty near out of the desert?
No, ma'am, I guess we're still in, and I guess this is your first trip out, ain't it?
How'd you know?
Oh, Connie, you noticing the dust that way. I take them out lots of folks, going out to moving pictures like you folks, and they all notice the dust. Coming back, they don't generally care so much.
Did you hear that? Coming back, they don't generally care so much.
Come off it, man. If we don't put up a front like $1 million, we're
Yeah,
lost.
but how do we know this elocution thing is going to work? I'm just a hoofer.
We'll make it up as we go along. If you can walk, you can talk, right? Look, it's perfect timing. We open the school when they need us most. We'll have them coming to us instead of our going to them. You gotta trust me. Didn't I get you out of the chorus?
Yeah, and made me a star.
What was George before he met me? A movie usher.
And now I'm the best deadpan feeder in showbiz.
Right.
But we've given all that up. This is the biggest gamble we've ever taken, and I'm the one who's going to have to study morning, noon, and night.
Save the nights for me. I've never seen you so jumpy. You just got to relax.
paradise waiting, happy and lovely track. I'll admit from time to time I'm as scared as you, but I know what to do. Well, we can't do it here.
Really? Not in front of the baby.
I could revive that smile of yours if I could dance with you. Bring back that breathless style of yours if I could dance with you. But if we danced in such close quarters, equal minds with all the quarters, you would serve a ballroom, 'cause a waltz wouldn't suit you here on this choo-choo. Some did their cares at two, taking a drink or two. I do what those upstairs could do, dancing in sync with you. Some get the blues, and look who has them. Where is that old enthusiasm? We can't go up to heaven and give him a chance. We would be near Nirvana if we could dance.
Things wouldn't look so drastic, tripping and fantastic.
There isn't room for dancing, nevertheless we can sing.
Life wouldn't look so pretty if I could dance with you. I know you if I could dance with you. 'Cause in your arms the world stops spinning, time stands still and I start grinning. Dancing in your rock suit, though I can't overrate your amorous nature. Darling, I trust that dancing is merely a metaphor. Sing if you must, 'cause that's what we have a parade for.
Watch all your troubles disappearing, and in their place see bliss appearing. You could be preoccupied if we would dance. How could we think of anything but romance?
Train magically disappears and made very much himself together. They dance against the dazzling sunset. The dance, only a fantasy, ends with both of them back in the reality of the cramped train.
Preoccupied if we could dance.
How could we think of anything but romance? I'll be all right, honey. I think I'll go fix my makeup. I'll just download the makeup software. Maybe I'll hear a good dirty story.
George, you and I got to pull May out of this. Keep her spirits up.
All right.
We can't fail now. The talkies are the thing of the future.
The legitimate stage had better look to its laurels.
Huh?
The legitimate stage had better look to its laurels. It's in variety.
Sure, that's the spirit.
Here is the medium which combines the wide scope of the motion picture with the finer qualities of the stage proper.
Boys, our luck is changing. I just saw somebody I know.
It's Gloria Swanson, and she wants to take lessons. Great!
Gloria Swanson, nothing is Helen Hobart.
Oh, Hobart?
America's foremost movie columnist.
Yeah, I was just reading your column in Variety. The legitimate stage had better look.
Shut up, George.
How well do you know her?
I know her well enough to tell her she was a rotten actress. We used to troupe together.
Let me get her in here.
I already had her paid.
Say, if she's sponsored us, we'd have all Hollywood begging to get in.
Now listen, if you ever let her know we're just a small-time vaudeville act, you'll get the prettiest freeze-out you ever saw.
Well, what do we tell her?
Leave it to me. This is my party.
Don't make up any lies about me.
Oh. Lovely to see you. Oh, nice. This interview
being on this train.
Helen, you look marvelous.
Oh, thank you.
You haven't changed at all. Well, I expected living abroad would change me somewhat.
What?
Oh, but let me introduce you to my business manager, Mr. Jerome Highland.
How do you do?
And my technical advisor, Dr. Lewis.
How do you do, Doctor?
Please, sit down.
Oh, thanks, I will. There's some little girl who's been following me ever since I got on this train. She discovered that I am Helen Hobart, and she simply won't let me be. She just can't believe I'm human like yourself. She thinks I'm some sort of goddess. It's amazing how much of that sort of thing I get.
You're doing some sort of newspaper work, aren't you?
My dear, don't you know?
Oh, don't tell me you're a film actor?
Well, I write the most widely syndicated column in the United States. Moviegoers all over the country take my word as law. You know, it was I who gave America Gary Cooper and Rex the Wonder Horse. But where on earth have you been, my dear, that you haven't heard of me?
I've been in England for the last 8 years.
Well, what on earth took you to England for 8 years? The last I heard of you.
Well, of course, I never expected to stay in the theater. I always felt that I was better equipped to teach.
Teach?
Voice culture. I began with a few private pupils, and then Lady Tree persuaded me to take her on for a while, and from that I drifted into opening the school, and it's been very successful.
And now you're going to open a school in Hollywood.
What? Oh, why, no, we hadn't expected it.
Well, we hadn't thought about it.
Oh, wait till I tell you. Of course you don't know, but they finally perfected talking pictures.
No.
Every actor and actress in the industry will have to learn to talk. Yet if we were to open the first school, my dear, if we were to open the school, I should say my interest alone would be, I just don't know how much. But Helen,
But Helen, But Helen! What about our school in London?
May, America needs you. But still, I hope, a loyal American.
Oh, yes, but...
Not another word. Oh, but this is marvelous. Of course, it will take a certain amount of money to get it started. But I know just the man we'll take it to. Herman Blodauer.
Is he important?
You bet.
One of the biggest. He's the man who first turned down the Vitaphone.
He did?
So he buys everything now. Tell me, Doctor, what do you think of this marvelous development in the motion picture?
Well, the doctor really hasn't had much time.
He looks after the scientific.
I think the legitimate stage had better look at one.
My words exactly.
Here is a medium which combines the wide scope of the motion picture with the finer qualities of the stage proper.
May, you've got a great brain. You think we can keep him in America?
Jerry, can we keep him in America?
I think we can keep him in America.
I guess we can keep him in America.
Marvelous.
Oh, hello, Miss Hobart. You said you were coming back, and I
Yes, dear, but this is very important. Now, Doctor,
Would you like to sit down, Miss...
Susan Walker.
She's the little girl I was telling you about.
Are you going to act in pictures?
Now, Doctor,
I'm
I
going to try so I can get started.
Oh, you can go to our school.
What?
Oh, yes. Of course. Now, run along, dear. Read the book of the month or something.
Bye.
May I walk you back to your car?
Thank you. I'm in number 20 with my mother.
She's with her mother. Hurry back, Doctor. Oh, what a man. He must have been enormous in England.
Very big.
Now, get to Hollywood on Wednesday afternoon, just in time to get to the Stilton Hotel for Wednesday evening. It's the only place in Hollywood to be on Wednesday evening. It is? I'll wire Herman Blogauer to meet us there. Oh, wait till you see Hollywood, May. You're going to love it.
I am?
Oh, Hollywood is the rhythm of it. Can't you just feel it? Hollywood rhythm gets your brain and drives you insane. Hollywood rhythm, what can you give? You get carried away. You just can't help but let yourself go. If you should find yourself by the ocean, jump into it. It's crazy, relaxing, it's not, it's only found in California.
Sensations, full terrace behind the Stilton Hotel. Four waiters dance in.
They're followed by various Hollywood types, including bathing beauties who climb out of the orchestra pit, flappers, and various movie execs.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, what do I do?
Hollywood rhythm, Hollywood rhythm, it gets in your brain, it gets in your brain, it drives you insane all day. Hollywood rhythm,
Hollywood rhythm,
Hollywood rhythm,
Hollywood rhythm,
Hollywood rhythm,
Hollywood rhythm, Hollywood rhythm.
it gets in your brain, it drives you insane.
It drives you insane.
It gets in your brain, it drives you insane all day.
Away!
Who is it?
I think, yes, it's Buddy Rogers.
Where?
You're a very naughty lady. Only 9:45 and you've already got Buddy Rogers.
Very clear? Very clear. Again, all here?
We're all here. Hollywood rhythm. See how we get the deal today. Hollywood rhythm. It's the rhythm you don't obey. You feel the blood and after you joy. No way of life and nothing Ohio.
Or intended.
It's strictly taboo and dreadful. The blue is only down. It's only down. It's California.
Oh, George, isn't it exciting seeing all the stars and everything? I can hardly wait till I become a star and have myself pointed out to the tourists.
I think you'd be just great in the talking. The way you recite and everything. I told May all about those poems you recited, especially that one. What was it?
Boo, by Rudyard Kipling.
Yeah, that's it.
Boo, 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 moving up and down again. 5, 7, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's it. You know, I told May, and she said she sort of felt you recited Boots from the minute she laid eyes on her.
Oh, George, do you really think I have what it takes to be a star?
There's an actress that I know, with your walk and your glow, not even Clara Bow, the maid of been lucky if we came out here.
You'll be alone, wait and see. You have your PhD.
This could be history. We will make a movie. We will make a movie.
And you
will make for
Well, kid, here it is. Hollywood. And was I right? You hear them in there? They're scared stiff.
I'm nearly as scared as I am.
Oh, May, Susan just recited one of the poems she knows. Goose.
Oh, how lovely. And I bet she knows Ring Out Wild Bells, too, don't you, Susan?
Oh, yes, that's one of my best.
That's 5, Wally.
Oh, look, it's Vilma Banky. I just have to get her autograph.
Yes, sir. Won't be long now. And it's all up to how we click with Glogauer. Now, we'll click with him, all right. Honey, afterwards, what say we slip out, drive down to Malibu in the moonlight, and watch the sun come up?
Sounds good to me.
Does this mean that you and May are getting married?
My dear, everyone is here. Coming now. They always send him an escort so we can get through the lobby. If he says yes to our little proposition, we can turn this into a celebration.
It's marvelous the way you were able to get him to come.
Oh, they'll all come running now. Besides, Glogauer is scared stiff. He's the man who first turned down the Vitaphone. Of course, he's never admitted it, and no one even dared mention it to him.
I wouldn't think so.
Now,
Mr. Glogauer can't see anyone. Please go out.
That's it. Get him out.
Mr. Glogauer, this is Miss Daniels, Mr. Harlan, and Dr. Lewis.
How are you?
Mr. Glogauer, are you in the market for a great quartet?
What? Oh, Danny boy.
No, don't wait for me. Get out of here, you monsters.
Horrible. Everywhere I go, they ask of me. If I only go to get my shoes shined, I look down. Somebody's having a love scene with my pants.
Mr. Glogauer, we understand that you're in the midst of quite a revolution out here.
Oh, what you say he is.
What did they have to go and make pictures talk for? Things were going fine. You couldn't stop making money, even if you turned out a good picture. But now, my back is up against the wall. On Monday, I start shooting my first talkie, a musical version of Shakespeare's Antony with Cleopatra. And none of my stars can talk.
But we can teach you people to talk.
I told you about that school in London, Lady Tree.
It's entirely a matter of correct breathing, Mr. Glogauer.
We'll not only teach your people to talk, Mr. Glogauer, but we'll have them talking as well as you do.
Well, they're going to have miracles.
So, Mr. Glogauer,
Tell Phyllis Fontaine and Flora Belby I want to see him right away. The stars of my first talkie.
yes, sir. Oh, excuse me, I'll be right back.
Phyllis Fontaine, 75 hours a week. And the old days she was like this. And Flora Belby, every time she undressed in a picture was surefire.
The most beautiful breasts in America.
But you can't hear her.
And here they are now.
This is the ladies I was telling you about. Phyllis Fontaine and Flora Belby. Guys, this is Miss Daniels and Mr. Highland, voice specialists from England.
How do you do?
How do you do? It's a pleasure to meet you. This may be harder than I thought. They do speak, don't they?
Yes, but not in public. Since sound came in, I do not allow them to speak in public.
Well, Mr. Goldar, it's a little hard for Miss Daniels to know exactly what she's up against.
That's all right, Jerry. Ladies, may I ask if you've ever breathed rhythmically? If you're able to breathe rhythmically, then there's every reason to believe that you'll be able to talk correctly. So that's right.
Well, what about it? Can you do it?
Well, if you'll permit me, I think I can tell you. Will you breathe, please?
Well,
Please breathe.
so how long? We got something?
Absolutely.
We got something. Are we aimless yet? So what's next? What do they do now?
For the moment, they should just keep breathing.
All right, now I tell you how we handle this. I give you rooms at the studio, and as fast as you sign them out, we put them to work.
Sounds great, Mr. Goldar. When do we start?
Tonight, our first talkie opens in 6 weeks.
Yes, sir.
There goes our Malibu in the moonlight.
The moon's not going anywhere. But we are. Isn't Hollywood wonderful?
Didn't I tell you you'd love it?
This calls for a celebration.
It's crazy, it's fun, it's laughing, it's love, and it's always fun. It's always love, it's down in
Here we go, Susan.
I don't mind. I'm your kid.
What do you mean, food? I don't want any food. Having a hockey and Chinese.
The scene changes to the sumptuous reception room at the Glogauer studio. Seated in a reception chair is Lawrence Vail. The room is aswarm with studio pages. Behind the reception desk is a lady in a slinky black evening gown with a long string of pearls. This is Miss Layton.
Ring, ring. Miss Layton on this end.
Requisition department?
Requisitions, right. Yeah. Yes, he knows you're waiting. How many days? Well, I'm afraid you'll still have to wait. Hold, please.
Mr. Glogauer is on number 2.
Right. Ring, ring. Miss Layton here. Oh, no, you couldn't possibly see Mr. Glogauer. No, I can't take an appointment for you. Mr. Weisskopf makes all Mr. Glogauer's appointments. Oh, no, you can't see Mr. Weisskopf. You can only see Mr. Weisskopf to Mr. Metterside. Oh, no one sees Mr. Metterside.
Mr. Glogauer's on number 10.
Oh, I beg your pardon, but I forgot whom you're waiting to see.
I don't wonder. I'm waiting to see Mr. Glogauer.
Mr. Glogauer is on number 10.
Yes, Napoleon just informed me.
Have you an appointment?
Yes, ma'am. Direct. Right through Mr. Metterstein to Mr. Weisskopf to Mr. Glogauer.
Good. Well, if you'll just give me your name, I'll tell Mr. Weisskopf.
My name is... It's Lawrence Vail. I gave it to you yesterday. Yeah, and the day before. And the day before that. Hi. I'd like to see Mr. Glogauer.
Ring, ring. I'll tell Mr. Weisskopf. Hello, Miss Layton on this end. Yeah? Yeah.
Mr. Glogauer's on number 8.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to the men's room. If anybody wants me, I'll be on number 3.
Kindly tell Mr. Weisskopf to okay them. Thank you.
Great entertainment for the entire family. And mark my words, this picture is going to be a big hit.
You can't make that picture HD. It's about lesbians.
So, we make them American.
Yes, sir.
You see, Highland, in this business, we don't waste time thinking. We act. So how's the school going?
Fine, HD.
Good. They want talkies. We'll give them talkies. Listen, we got to. This business has gotten so competitive. I've taken to taking appetitive. We're in the midst of quite a revolution. But now we got a school of elocution. Island, you have given us new hope. We'll fill you in on all the by both and share the solemn oath we all have vowed. The play this day you have to aim to please the crowd. Pay attention, Highland! I think I'm about to say something profound. Give them what they want, whatever the hell that is, kid. That's the nature of the business. Here's your chance to be the whiz kid. Just give them what they want. You have to hit them where they live, or make them walk whatever you got to give. Am I right? Yes. Don't say yes till I finish talking. Yes, sir. Don't confuse the movie biz with art. Making arty movies is smart. Course the public never comes to see us. Art they get for free in the museum. Here's a model we have all embraced. Never overestimate their taste. Come up with some Picasso cowboy schlock, and you end up with lines around the block. Give them what they want. The studio boys have wisdom, and concluded in their wisdom that the public really is dumb. Don't give them what they want. You have to hit them where they live, or make them want whatever you got to give. We will all be gainfully employed if we take a tip from Dr. Freud. Movies that appeal to the libido sell as hell from Tulsa to Toledo. Give the folks a story they'll enjoy, where a well-developed guy will be boy. We know for sure the average man applauds a picture with a lot of sexy broads. What they want to hear their affection. It's the favorite of expression from the oldest of professions. Just give them what they want. You have to hit them where they live, or make them want whatever you got to give.
The people want to hear voices. The people want to hear songs. The people want to see motion pictures with sound. And now that I'm around, we'll make the Warner Brothers look like suckers.
We'll pulverize those little mothers.
Give them what they want. Where the hell that is? That's the nature of the business.
Here's your chance to be a whiz kid.
We'll give them what they want. You have to hit them where they live, or make them want whatever you got. Whatever you got. Whatever you got to give. The bottom line is if you want to eat, you have to have an ass in every mama. Don't give them what they want. Give them what they want. Whatever the hell that is. They're giving me what I want. I can thank my intuition and a mountain of ambition. For one by one my dreams are coming true, it seems by faith. And here I am at Hollywood's open gate. For wasn't it just the other day that I heard someone say, gotta go west, and the rest will come your way.
The classroom.
Lesson 21. Dr. Lewis's theory of relativity, i.e., the relationship between elocution and locomotion. Ready, class?
Ready, Miss Daniel.
Take the position of our lips. The next synchronization of our lips. We are Atlantic, organic, organic. Good beat doesn't roll over the tongue. It's red. Keep up your ears, turn up your ears. The pressure that goes to stay with the clear. Get right up to a movie career. You can talk like that.
Hi, May.
Continue your breathing exercise.
How's class going?
Jerry says things are going great.
Well, how would he know? I haven't seen him in weeks. At least the Jerry Allen I used to know.
Well, he's pretty busy these days. Wasn't it a wonderful idea Jerry's coming out here? You must be pretty proud of him.
I'm working on a laurel wreath for Jerry. Evening.
I won't say a word about it. It'll be a secret.
Oh, Miss Daniels. Hi, George. We're waiting for you.
Hi, darling.
What?
The class is still breathing.
Well, I'll put a stop to that.
60 simple double sirens, 3 is 1 and 7 is 1. 60 simple double sirens, 3 is 9 and 7 is 1.
That's 32.
Fiddle and sound,
Come from the end.
come from the end.
Let's go to that to a tail of deep breath. Partition lift is the key to success. Did I say success? It's success, yes?
Yes!
Excuse me for bothering you, but I'm afraid we have a scheduling catastrophe. Some of our nasal throat toners are out there with the abdominal bleeders. What shall I do about it?
Pick out 2 good ones and drown the rest.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, May.
Will do.
Oh, Miss I'd like to use the gold hour. I've got some figures on the school in just a minute.
Oh, I'll tell him, but he's got conference after conference all morning. In fact, at 11:57, 2 of his conferences overlap. I'm so ashamed.
Well, the old school is working on high.
Sure it is.
Jerry, are you busy for lunch? I've got to talk to you.
Oh, I'm afraid I am. I'm booked up pretty solid for the next 2 weeks.
I don't see you anymore.
How do you know how hard I'm working? I meet all the right people.
Now, just don't forget who your real friends are.
What do you mean? I'm doing this for us. I'll see you later.
Jerry, we don't talk anymore. Now and then we exchange a greeting. We don't talk anymore. Maybe I should leave now that we're successful. How remote you can be when our pockets were less full. You always had some time for me. We don't talk anymore.
I'm a baby, you know I'm busy.
Did I know you before? When I see you, I think, who is he?
I'm a same honest man.
With the same song and dance. No, we don't talk anymore.
I'll try one more time.
We don't talk anymore. Now and then we exchange a greeting. We don't talk anymore. You always had some time for me.
Just 'cause I'm on ground. Don't let talk you make me mislead you. Love the words around. After time will come, but I need you.
I need you to rewind me.
Well, it's hard to express. So we don't talk anymore.
Nothing can stop the three of us. Ladies and gentlemen, direct from the back lot of Groener Studios, an unforgettable musical comedy team, the Three Little Bears. Together forever. Here's Jerry. Who's that team? We once dreamed together, stuck on a raft and paddling upstream together, fighting the current but struggling through. You know who find my flaws, who seems to be cause for grumbling.
Who keeps me sane whenever my world starts crumbling?
Who can forgive me whatever I do? You know who. We're free inseparable, individual, joined as one at the heart, and sing so often together, no one can tell us apart. Some can proclaim they know anything to please you, but when you need a favor they have amnesia. Who's always there when it counts? Who, me? In a crisis, it's certain to come through. Oh, that's beautiful. No one other than you. No. That's a trio. We disagree over next to nothing at all. And if we had a new quarrel, we can't even recall.
Lights play across the night sky. The theater marquee is decorated with posters of Phyllis and Floribel in Egyptian costumes. A dazzlingly gowned Helen Hobart stands before a bank of microphones broadcasting to her adoring radio public.
What a night! What a spectacle! This is Helen Hobart, broadcasting direct from Brown's Egyptian Theatre, where the entire motion picture industry has turned out for the world premiere of Herman Hogarth's first talking picture, Left Parts of Egypt. And we are so lucky to be talking with picture personage Herman Hogarth himself.
How you doing now?
H.G., could you tell our millions of radio listeners something about the picture?
I haven't seen it yet. We only finished shooting it this morning, but I promise you, it will be another low-hour super jewel. After all, it's based on a classic.
Shakespeare's torrid love triangle, Anthony and Cleopatra.
Right. We had to tinkle with it a little. We changed the story, and we changed the dialogue, and we added songs. But that's pure Shakespeare.
Oh, how wonderful! Oh, who do I espy arriving at this very moment, carried aloft on a golden litter borne by 4 Nubian slaves? None other than Phyllis Fontaine and Floribel Lee. Involved in this evening's musical extravaganza. Tonight, for the first time, these garneters of the silver screen will speak. No! To hear these lovely ladies speak, you'll have to see the picture. God bless you, girls. Here, Miss May Daniels and Mr. Jerome Myron, too, with their colleague, Dr. George Lewis, have brought the spoken word to Glogower Studio.
God bless them! It's a big night for all of us, and we owe it to these wonderful people and their school!
Well, loyal listeners, I think the picture is about to begin. Tune in tomorrow when your Helen will give you more of the lowdown on the up-and-coming. This is Helen Hobart from Hollywood.
Come on! You'll sit by me, doll.
Don't forget it. It's her idea. Come on.
How could I forget?
What happened to the boy wonder? I mean, it's not like George to miss riding a limousine.
Don't worry, he'll be here. Let's go in.
No thanks. I'm about to face the firing squad. I have the right to linger over a last cigarette.
May, something terrible's happened. Susan's father wanted to go back home. She's leaving tomorrow.
Before or after class?
May, what am I going to do if Susan leaves? I think I'll just die.
Don't worry, George. After the premiere, we may be heading back east ourselves.
Stop that, May. We're all staying in Hollywood.
Susan, too?
There's room out here for everybody. Listen, this is the most important moment of our lives. Everything we've ever hoped for is about to come true. Here I am with two people that mean more to me than anything else in the world. My best friend, and hopefully, my bride.
What?
Marilyn. Tonight. May, honey. George, this could be our once in a lifetime. Three little bears coming to be rich and famous, and if we brag a little bit, can you blame us? We're gonna land on our feet. Life will become day and sweet, and ever after has ended happily. We weren't listening. Just a few more minutes and we'll be in have enough porridge forever. And then it's Mr. and Mrs. Hyde.
Are your parents coming, Jerry?
Oh, George, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Variety descends with the headline, Flesh Pot's a Stink Pot. Curtain.
There will be a 10-minute intermission. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Hollywood today is the sound of the shattered hopes of movie mogul Herman Glogower, whose first talking picture, Flesh Pots of Egypt, opened last night to stunned silence. If only the stars of the picture had remained silent. But alas, Phyllis Fontaine and Flora Bellamy, after 6 weeks of intensive vocal coaching, displayed voices that will doubtless be the envy of professional hog callers everywhere. Those in the know say that Mr. G is planning to recast all current projects, has scrapped the Old Testament, and has sent his so-called voice specialist packing, and who said talk is cheap. This is Helen Hobart from Hollywood.
I thought we were wonderful!
We were a damn sight better than the rest of them.
Well, New York City, here we come.
Oh, fast, man. We haven't heard officially. You can't always believe what you read in the paper.
This is variety.
We don't know for sure that we're fired.
Pardon me, I'm looking for the office of
Simon
Mr.
Danielson Lewis? That way.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Well, just be glad you're not Highland Daniels or Lewis.
It can't be true.
You mean there's not any school anymore?
That's the idea, George.
Yeah, but why? Well, what about Susan?
Oh, let up on Susan.
Oh, George.
Susan, you just can't go back like this with your career only half carved. It isn't fair. Why, you were just made for the talkies, you and I both. Did you tell your father that we were waiting for Technicolor?
No, you, George. You don't know, Father. But when the first talking picture came to Columbus, he stood up and talked right back. I'd better get my books and things.
Susan!
I just can't believe it.
Did you ever hear the story of the three little bears?
Huh?
There's the papa bear, and the mama bear, and the cat bear. They all came out to Hollywood to start boys' school. Remember? A couple of them were supposed to get married or something. Remember? Whatever happened to that?
Well, I thought everything was so... I thought I was big chance. How come whenever it seems that I'm getting close to my dream, it's just an illusion, a trick that my eyes play. I reach for a star, find it so far away. How can I help but lose heart? But every endeavor I start, making such a promise and hopelessly goes astray. I reach for a star to find it so far away. Dreamers who ask too much and end up with nothing to show should know not to. Maybe I'm aiming too high, but I've got to. Losing my way in the dark, I always go short and hard. But if I keep going, I know I can find my way. I reach for a star, and I'll tell you why I do. 'Cause I need to shine like a star for you. Dreamers who ask for too much and end up with nothing to show should know not to. Maybe I'm aiming too high, but I've got to. Losing my way in the dark, I always go short and hard. Just one time can I be the hero who saves the day. I reach for a star, no matter what may occur, 'cause I need to shine like a star
I want you to have this to remember me by. Like Rudyard Kipling.
Oh, Susan, I'm not going to let you go back, Susan! Something's got to be done. And I'm going to do it. You know where Mr. Glogauer is?
Mr. G is incommunicado.
Where's Communicado?
Glogauer reception room.
Oh, could you find Mr. Glogauer for me, Miss Layton?
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor, not now. I'm looking for a playwright, and there's a drunken man following me.
Oh, excuse me. Have you seen Mr. Glogauer? I've been trying to find him, but nobody knows where he is.
You one of the chosen people?
What?
You work here?
Oh, yeah, I'm Dr. Lewis.
Well, tell me something, Dr. Lewis. It won't go any further. Have you ever seen Mr. Glogauer?
Oh, yeah, lots of times.
I suppose you've been here a good many years, huh?
About 6 weeks.
Only 6 weeks?
You work here, too?
Please don't ask that question. I don't know what anyone in Hollywood does. I'm just a Broadway playwright without the sense to stay right where I was until I spent these last 6 months waiting for my first assignment. I had no idea what dying on the vine meant.
But don't you like it out here?
This darling industry of yours has pushed my patience to the brink. Why is everyone insane, pouring money down the drain, and the people have this handy-dandy modus operandi never seen? Come out to Hollywood, they say, but leave behind their kid and kiss. Well, my agent was a pest, so I finally acquiesced, and I traveled all this distance just to learn that my existence is a myth. I'll contact missing person to see if I can file a claim. It's on my office door and paycheck, or even I forget my name. You keep this industry of yours. I would prefer a padded cell. Let me try to be specific. I would think it were terrific if the state of California slid into the blue Pacific. I am positive that Hollywood is hell.
I guess you don't like it out here.
This darling industry of yours, this is like a terminal disease. Why does someone at this age, why must each on the stage so continually rushing like a hyperthyroid Russian with DT? Nobody cares about his art. They'd rather sit outside and sweat. Are these overripe fools eating photos by the fools in my life? I wouldn't try another serving of papaya on a bet. I have a well-secluded office. You need a place for an art to find, where I sit and sharpen pencils. My mind. What other business on this earth has outlined the social chart? Sanity contagious, we should gather all the pages and combine all the pages. Find all the pages, not to mention each executive and large. I will to live, all but gone. My brain has turned to mush. For 30 weeks I've written nothing except a note that says farewell. And when I'm feeling suicidal, I pin it onto my lapel. If I don't plan my own escape, I plan to write my own obit. What a hateful situation. I'm no doubt that there's a Satan to wreak havoc on this planet in the form of your Miss Layton. If there is a purgatory, this is it! Yeah, you bet there is. Only somebody ought to tell it to Glogauer.
That's right. Well, why don't you make an appointment with Mr. Glogauer and tell him yourself?
If you encounter Mr. D, then will you give him this for me? Say this contract's not for signing. Tell him what's his name's resigning, and to stick it where the goddamn ray sunshine isn't shining. I don't ever want to see this place again. Amen!
doesn't recognize.
Hey, what do you want? No! Dorothy Dogville must do! I have just seen her and she is impossible! I will go back to Germany before I put 1 foot of Dylan!
But Camille...
He is not the type! You have only got to look at her.
Do you realize that I brought that woman from New York? I took her out of the show. She got a big legit name.
No doubt she's a good actress, but it is the wrong part! The part is a town figure. A girl from the town. But Dorothy Dodd is not a town. She is a woman who has lived with a dozen men and looked at
But if it was explained to her, you're a director. How long would it take to explain a country girl?
But everyone knows about her. It's been in the newspaper. Every time they break a door down, they find her.
Let me get this straight. You mean she positively won't do that?
Positively.
Well, if it's positively, then I suppose that's it. Then we gotta get somebody, and quick.
Somebody like Genesis.
I know who could do it.
Don't talk foolish, Camille.
I know somebody who could do it.
I can't do a magician there.
I know exactly the person.
What?
I know an actress who fits the part perfect.
Who?
Her name is Susan Walker.
Who? Never heard of her. What has she done?
She hasn't done anything.
Hasn't done anything? Why are you taking up our time with a justice? Go away. She must have a name.
Well, but she can play the part.
So what? Who would come to see her? Susan Walker, as a name, wouldn't draw flies. Not flies! Everybody knows you can't do a picture without a name. What is
Mr. Glogauer,
What?
something you ought to know.
What?
This darling industry of yours has pinched my patience to the brink.
What's that?
Why don't you people act human, anyhow? Why are you always pouring money down the drain? Why do you go and bring all of these people out here, whoever they are, and then you don't use them, don't do anything about it? And why do you people always eat papaya? Why is that? Can you tell me why in the world you can't make pictures without the stars playing the parts? If they don't fit just because she's got a good name or something, but how about a girl who hasn't got a good name? Why, here's Miss Walker, it'd be wonderful. This whole business is in the hands of imbeciles. Imbeciles, that's right. And the trouble is you're afraid to give somebody a chance and you turn the fight of them down. Yes, you did. They're afraid to tell you about it. That's the trouble with this business. It's in the hands of imbeciles. You turn the fight of them down.
God. He's right! He's right! I'm down to fight it. Nobody ever dared to say that to me before. That's colossal!
Who is this man?
I'm Dr. Lewis.
I put in there 5 of you. I did 5.
You see? That here Susan Walker just made for the talkie.
Say, who is this girl?
Oh, Mr. Camerling knows her.
I remember she might be able to do it. She's done it.
I'll bring her in.
Yes, let's see her. There is a big man.
Here she is in the Glogauer.
Here she is. Yes, she can do it. She can do it. Say, I love you.
I love you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
She can do it. Wonderful! Yeah, wunderbar!
Do you mean me?
Yeah!
Oh, George. What will Father say now?
Miss Walker, go to wardrobe immediately.
Oh, Mr. Glogauer, I'm so excited I could just die.
Do not die, go to wardrobe.
Oh, George.
All right, Doctor. You can tear up your old contract. I make you supervisor in full charge of all Glogauer Super Jewel productions. What you say goes.
All right.
Tomorrow morning you get your own office. With a full staff, I give you all the people you need, anybody you want.
I know who I want, Mr. Glogauer.
Already he knows. You see, Galilee.
I want Miss May Daniels and Mr. Jerome Hyland.
What? They're no good.
They are good. I must have Miss Daniels and Mr. Hyland or I can't do a thing. And if I can't have them, I walk right out.
Anything you want, anything. I'll see you at your new office in the morning. Mr. Supervisor! Come, Connolly!
Well, thanks, Mr. Gogow. Thanks for making me head of the studio. Gosh, wait till May and Jerry hear about it. Today has not turned out the way I planned it. And yet somehow I made out like a bandit. I muddled through this morning with a technicolor frown. But now I'm smiling rainbows upside down. An hour ago the studio had canned me, but now this most important job they hand me. I guess they have their reasons and I guess I don't much care. Today I'm smiling rainbows everywhere. Oh no, when everything looks so blue, that I come through with flying colors. The quickly plans don't always come together. Things can change as quickly as the weather. We ran into rough sailing, now I run the whole darn town. The good times are beginning, and the forecast calls for the rain. Today I'm smiling rainbows upside down.
George sprinkles his bag of Indian nuts onto the floor and dances a soft tune that builds to a euphoric climax. This number moves throughout the entire studio, from plush offices to wardrobe fitting rooms, from Helen Hobart's radio broadcasting studio to the sound stage where Gingham and Orchids will be filmed. George's plush new offices.
Good morning, Dr. Lewis. Dr. Lewis, do you like the red cartoons?
Yes.
Dr. Lewis, shall we rewrite the quitting scene?
Yes.
Dr. Lewis, you take cream in your coffee.
No. He's so decisive, isn't he wonderful?
Yes.
Some bigwig acts and treats me like I'm regal. This feels so good it has to be illegal. And it would not surprise me if they offered me a crown. Today I'm smiling rainbows upside down.
Re-employed Jerry and May answer jubilantly.
Supervisor, you saw that's wonderful.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but I need both of you with me. They asked me I can have anything I want, and I want you, okay?
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, together again. The good times are beginning, and the forecast in the beginning. Today we're smiling rainbows upside down.
This is Helen Hobart from Hollywood. Here's a hot flash. Herbert Gogower has just signed that rising young English actress, Miss Susan Walker, to star in Gingham and Orchids, her first film. Miss Walker, who comes to us from the legitimate stage, is most noted for her poetry recitation. So it's on to Tinseltown and certain stardom. This is Helen Hobart from Hollywood.
The studio wardrobe. Susan is being fitted for a costume.
Do you like the hat? No.
Yes.
Keep the hat.
George and Susan dance onto the soundstage where they are surrounded by the Gingham and Orchids company.
They seem to like each new idea I mention. Now, Mr. G consults me if he has the slightest doubt.
another hot flash. True love had blossomed on the gingham and orchid set between the new young genius of the film world, Dr. George Lewis, and his lovely, talented star, Miss Susan Walker. And in an unprecedented move, they have decided to get married this afternoon on the set following the final shot. And I wouldn't miss it for the world. So you'll hear all about it when you tune in tomorrow. Same time, same station to Helen Hobart from Hollywood.
The set changes to Soundstage A on the Glogower lot. The busy stage is alive in preparation of shooting the wedding finale of the picture.
Well, Caroline, we're on the home stretch, eh?
That's it, right.
Oh, Mr. Caroline, I'm ready to be shot.
Right. He shoots the ceremony and go directly to the scene on the certain step.
But I don't think I know that scene.
May, what about the scene on the church steps? Susan said you didn't rehearse it.
Susan, I know your memory isn't very good, but I want you to think back to, pretty near 5 minutes ago. We were sitting in your dressing room, remember? And we rehearsed that scene.
But that isn't the scene he means.
Outside the church, is that right?
Yeah.
Outside the church. Oh, yes, we did that. You said the church steps.
That's right.
Susan, we feel that it's time you were told this. Outside the church and the church steps are really the same scene.
Are they?
Yeah. In practically all churches now, they put the steps on the outside.
All right, I want everybody in the altar step to a quick rehearsal. Then we move to the church step for the finale.
Listen, May, Glogower single scene. Picture opening in 3 days. It's going to be a knockout, too.
Karen, you've seen the rushes. Why kid yourself?
All right, everybody's wrong but you.
I can't help what I see. George's lighting, for example, those big scenes where you can't see anything.
So George forgot to tell him to turn the lights on. Nobody will notice.
And what about the knocking on the soundtrack?
We're going to find out about that.
You know, it's George sacking this goddamn Indian nut. Yeah, I suppose that nobody's going to notice that either.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Glogower.
George, is that all I say during the entire wedding scene? Just I do?
Is that all she said, May?
That's all. That's the part she knows, too.
But that's so short.
Well, maybe she could perform the ceremony. Then she could do all the talking.
No, that wouldn't fit the scenario. Well, Cameron, what have I done this morning?
We have the first, the wedding ceremony, which was a very shoot. Then there is only the finale on the church step.
Right on schedule.
Then there's just the one scene left to take.
That is all.
Well, let's show Mr. Glogower the finishing of the picture and take that scene.
Everybody take your places.
Take your places.
All right.
Camera, roll out.
One tale of thou takest woman today, thy wedded wife. I do. Mildred Martin, dost thou take a friend with thy wedded husband?
I do.
Forasmuch as these two have given in pledge their troth each to the other, I hereby pronounce them man and wife naked brides.
fade out beer.
Yes? Oh, you mean you take 15 flags? Well, that's not really, yes?
Sure it is. Isn't it? Nothing is fair.
Well, what about the backstage scene? What? On opening night! When her mother is dying and she has to act anyhow.
That wasn't in it, Mr. Glogau.
It wasn't in it? This is a picture about a little country girl.
Yes?
Who gets a job in a Broadway cabaret.
There isn't any Broadway cabaret.
You mean the cabaret owner doesn't make her go out with this bootlegger?
I know, Mr. Glogau.
So what does she do?
Why, this rich woman stops off the farmhouse, takes her to Florida, and dresses her all up.
And there is no backstage scene any place.
Oh, no. She goes in swimming, she gets too far out, and then Cyril Bonsdale comes to her.
Let me see that script, please.
Oh, it's all there, Mr. Glogau. See, there's where she goes in swimming.
Do you know what you have done, Dr. Lewis? You made the wrong picture!
Huh?
That's all you did, you made the wrong picture!
Are you sure, Mr. Glogau?
Where did you get such a script? Swimming! She goes swimming! Do you know who made this picture? Biograph in 1910! Even then it was no good. After this, I made a ruling. Every scenario we produce, somebody has got to read it.
Yes, Mr. Glogau.
Oh, Doctor, on Wednesday night, he opens this picture. I have promised the nation, so tell me what to do, please.
Well, what do you think we ought to do?
You know what this does to you, Miss Walker? You are through! Swimming! This kills your career! I give him everything the way he wants it. His own stock, his own stare. Oh, yes. And where were you people while all this was going on?
Mr. Glogau, I was on the cost end. I didn't have anything to do with the script of Dr. Lewis.
But Miss Daniels was here the whole time, right with Dr. Lewis. So what about that?
Well, to tell you the truth, I thought it was just another Glogauer super duel. I couldn't see any difference.
You couldn't.
And while we're on the subject, Mr. Glogauer, just why is it all Dr. Lewis's fault? If I'm not too inquisitive, what do you do with yourself all the time? Play marbles?
I go to my office. That will be all. Tom Highland, 17 years, and this is the one thing that ever happened to me.
Mr. Groener, if I'd been on the set, this never would have happened.
Don't talk.
I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't mean it's fault.
Well, that's all for today. You will all be notified.
Oh, I hope I haven't said it, Jack.
You heard what Mr. Groener said. My career is ruined. I'm through.
But Susan, it wasn't my fault. I didn't know it was the wrong picture.
I never want to talk to you again.
Susan!
Ever.
Hey, Susan won't talk to me. What? Susan, I know I didn't do it on purpose.
Paging Dr. Lewis, Miss Daniels.
You're late.
Executive office, no answer.
Well, here they are. You want yours?
Does this mean we're fired, May?
Good and fired.
Oh,
Where you going?
I don't know. This is supposed to be my wedding day.
Kill those lights, Sam. Well, you fixed everything fine, didn't you? I thought of everything else, you had to go and get smart. I don't think Glogauer is a store.
Well, you don't have to worry, Jerry. You'll crawl out from under it. You gave us pretty exhibitions I've ever seen.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just the way you stood up for George.
Well, somebody's got to keep his feet on the ground around here.
Yeah, yours are all right, aren't they, Jerry? Yeah. Right deep in the soil of California.
I was just trying to fix things up.
No, Jerry, it's been coming on ever since you got out here. You've gone Hollywood.
I did it for Ron.
No, you did it for you. You wanted to come out here in the first place. Who wanted to take the movies by storm? Wanted to meet all the right people. You did it for you. And you let me down and you betrayed your best friend.
I don't have to listen to you.
Then go! As far as I'm concerned, you left a long time ago.
How do you feel about it?
I've seen this movie before. How often on the silver screen I've seen this not so moving scene. A leading lady left by her Lothario. The movies aren't my cup of tea, and fate must have it in for me to imitate a second-rate scenario. I know another bird to love and so before I live and learn, I am resigned to take my turn and sing the blues. It's
day. There's no relief inside. No hope to sleep tonight. All the love that I thought was so right was so wrong. I don't believe I'll ever
Two porters gently guide May to the club car of a train. One gets her a chair, another a drink.
Anything you want there, Daniel? We make a 2-minute stop here.
Oh, just a minute. Do you have Thursday's papers from Los Angeles? They've got to be Thursdays or I don't want them.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be sure to get it.
Right this way, sir. You need any help? It's just a gentleman from the sanitarium. Right.
Why, Mr. Vail.
Oh, hello, Miss Daniel.
So you're the gentleman from the sanitarium. I had even heard you were ill. Well, nothing serious, I hope.
Oh, no, it's just a kind of breakdown. Underwork. May I?
Oh, please do.
You're going home on a visit.
Well, going home.
All washed up?
Good.
Really? I thought you were in pretty solid. Something happened?
Did you ever meet Dr. Lewis?
Oh, yes. I had quite a little chat with Dr. Lewis.
Well, Dr. Lewis did something that no one has ever done before. He reminded Mr. Glogauer about turning down the Vitaphone. That made him supervisor.
Only supervisor?
Well, then he proceeded to make the wrong picture, starring a young woman who has a chance of becoming the world's worst actress. I would say a very good thing.
I see.
I guess it really doesn't matter that Dr. Lewis used the wrong scenario, since you can't see most of the picture anyhow, seeing that the doctor's about to tell him to turn the lights on. And then there are the Indian nuts he eats, with sound. He kept cracking them right through the picture, and they recorded well.
That I take it decided you.
That, another thing. And what about you?
I do not care to reminisce.
I know exactly how you feel. I, too, am trying to forget.
I suffer nightmares now and then.
That Miss Layton I could slap.
I still feel that chair I sat in. What will all be blurred upon our third martini?
No. Manhattan.
Right. I will never go to Hollywood again. Here are your papers, Miss Daniel.
Thank you. Oh. These have probably got the notices in them.
Oh, you're a pretty brave girl, actually sending out to these. Here we are, I guess. Kingdom in horses, and all talking, all singing.
Oh, lousy picture.
And never in the history of Hollywood has so tumultuous an ovation been accorded to any picture. Herman Glogauer's King Orchid is a welcome relief from the avalanche of backstage pictures. It marks the return to the sweet simplicity and tender wistfulness of yesteryear.
A new star, Susan Walker, twinkled across the cinema heaven last night, and the audience took her to his heart. Here at last is an actress who is not afraid to appear awkward and ungraceful.
Dr. Lewis is wisely seeing the value of reaching a climax of the imagination to the audience. In the big scene, almost nothing was visible. In the opening sequences, the audience was puzzled by a constant knocking. Then suddenly you realized that what was being done was what Eugene O'Neill did with a constant beating of the tom-toms in the Emperor Joe. It was the beat of the hail on the roof. Another one naturally was brought to the picture by a new genius of film, Dr. George Lewis. You don't suppose the whole thing to be a typographical error?
A telegram for Miss Daniels.
Thanks. George, the picture is colossal.
I am the wonder man of the talk. They keep coming at me besides things. Please take the next train back. Gary's gone and I'm all alone. They've made me an elk and Susan is an eastern star. Please take the next train back. I need you. Oh, I'm also a Shriner.
Gary is gone and I'm all alone. Porter, get my bag. Who could say no to a Shriner? This is Helen Hobart from Hollywood. Hottest item of the year. Dr. George Lewis and Miss Susan Walker have revised their wedding plans and will finally be married this afternoon as they are simultaneously immortalized in cement at Grauman's Chinese Theater. I wouldn't miss that wedding for all the tea in China.
The front gate of the Glogauer studio. A ticker-tape parade is in progress. Illuminated billboards with George's likeness are everywhere.
Then I see men of genius I employ 'em, and it don't make a difference if they're goyim. And our old Dr. Lewis is the smartest man in town. They are finally rainbows upside down. Blessings on the happy couple!
Mr. Glogauer, we must prepare to leave for the ceremony.
All rushed off except George and Susan, who stand looking at the billboards, transfixed.
That's pride for you, Susan.
What is it?
It's an aerial plane.
An aerial plane?
Yeah.
Just what we needed.
The man gave it to me for nothing. All I had to do was buy a few for Mr. Glogauer, and it worked out that if I bought a few more, I'd get one free.
George, you're so clever. Isn't everything wonderful, George?
Yes, it is. I only wish May and Jerry would get here. We've always been together, and this is the first time in years I haven't been together, and I just don't know.
Dr. Lewis, 460 airplanes have just arrived and back at the studio. Mr. Glogauer would like to know if you ordered them.
Well, yes.
He's absolutely raving. This is the second time this week he's raved. George, shouldn't you have ordered the aerial plane?
Well, if it isn't Dr. Lewis.
May!
Oh,
Gosh, am I glad to see you.
hello, Miss Daniels.
Hello, Susan. George, where's Jerry?
I don't know. He quit his job, and then he went looking for you.
Jerry quit?
Yeah, look, May, something terrible has happened.
Well, what did Jerry say when he left?
Oh, he didn't see anything, May. He just said he was going to find you and that nothing else mattered.
Oh, he didn't say anything, eh? Just that.
He'll come back when he knows you're here.
2,000 aeroplanes.
Exactly, the order calls for 2,000.
Is this true, Doctor? Can such a thing be possible? What for?
I don't know. The man must have been a salesman.
You have destroyed me again. 2,000 aeroplanes, never in my 17 years.
Telegram, Fred.
Can't you see I'm busy? I'm firing Dr. Lewis. Dr. Lewis, you're fired.
Why, Herman Stogar, you Live Pop. Who tips you off that all the other studios want to make aeroplane pictures? But of course they can't because you bought all the aeroplanes.
What a man you are. Every movie studio in Hollywood is offering me any amount for my aeroplane.
Yes, well, I thought they would.
We will make a fortune. So, Doctor, you saw the trend coming. You saw the trend.
God, he is the trend.
Doctor, I bow to you, and I rehire you.
Oh, Mr. Glowgower, look!
What?
There's another airplane landing!
All the problems made into the wind.
Perhaps the wind from the propeller blows their clothing.
Oh, this must be my free gift. You get one free with every purchase of $2,000.
Doctor, even if we leave this instant, I don't know if the limousine can get us to Grounds on time.
The pilot from the airplane that just landed enters, wearing an aviator jacket, flying helmet, goggles, and scarf.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Susan and I will just fly to Groener's in our private airplane.
Here, you may need these goggles.
Jerry? Why, May, look, here's Jerry now. Why, I'm ready to get that airplane,
Well,
Jerry.
I got your wire, and it was the fastest way to get back. May, you gotta listen to me. You were right. I knew you were right the minute I walked off the door.
I told her all about it, Jerry.
So the answer is, here I am.
Here he is, May. We're all together again.
Are we together again, May? What about me? Are we together?
What the hell do you mean by leaving George alone here?
I wasn't going to stay here without you.
Why didn't you come after me?
I did.
Well, all right then.
Yes, sir, we're all together. Oh, May.
Oh, what's the little lady at the mall, for God's sake?
No, May.
Just that we're together again. Oh, don't, Jerry. You make me feel like a second act climber.
Oh, May. The world's a stage for you and me.
And I'm the leading lady.
And you'll always be.
What is it?
They're tearing down the studio! They're working everywhere!
Tearing down the studio! Dr. Louise!
We're putting on the bigger one.
Tell them to go ahead! I don't know what it is, but it'll turn out all right!
Thank you.